had the pleasure of teaching the master's class. These students, some of them will be going on to Challenge A next year, some of them will be in Masters again next year, and we have 3 different songs to sing with you all today. All right, so Latin noun cases, go.
Nominative, subject, genitive, possessive, dative, indirect object, accusative, direct object, ablative, object of the preposition, ablative, object of the preposition.
May it please the court, Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. My name is Joanna Lomolino, and I have the honor of making the closing remarks in this case today. This case is simple. It is about choices. It is about responsibility. It is about the value of human life. Tatum Zilius made choices that cost lives, choices so reckless, so indifferent, that they rise to the level of murder under the law. Malice is not only hatred. Malice is hardness of heart. It is recklessness of consequences. It is a mind utterly indifferent to human life and duty. And that, tragically and unmistakably, is what you have seen in this courtroom. Now let's be clear, I am not here to argue that Tatum Zilius is a heartless monster. I don't believe that many of us sitting in this room today believe that deep down she is evil. But that is not the standard. The law does not ask if she is wicked at her core. It asks whether she acted with a depraved disregard for human life. Whether she was so blind with ambition, so hardened in her heart, that she was willing to let people die for the sake of a deadline. And the answer, based on the evidence, is yes. Tatum Zilius did not act in ignorance. She acted in arrogance. She ignored warning after warning. She chose ambition over safety. She gambled with lives that were never hers to risk, and people died because of it. From the first safety report to the final collapse, the story is the same. She knew the dangers. She was warned repeatedly. She chose to press forward anyway. She sacrificed lives on the altar of her own legacy, not because she had to, but because she wanted to. That is not unfortunate. That is not unlucky. That is not an accident. That is malice. That is murder. Tatum Zilius made a choice, a deliberate, devastating choice, to put her ambition above human life. Ladies and gentlemen, the defense may have tried to paint this as a tragedy, a miscalculation, a mistake. But you know better. You saw the evidence. You heard the testimony. And when the dust settled and the bodies were pulled from the rubble, her first thought was not for the workers. It was for herself, her reputation, her image, her empire. Yes, the collapse may have happened in a moment of chaos, but the path to it was anything but chaotic. It was paved long before, a pattern of conscious, dangerous choices, driven by ego, masked as vision, and paid for in blood. And those choices demand justice. You are the voice for the victims who can no longer speak. You are the last line of defense for the value of human life. We are asking you, find Tatum Zilius guilty. Hold her accountable. Show that no ambition, no pride, no legacy is worth the price of a single human life, let alone 2. Thank you, Your Honor, and ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
So Sebastian actually did the closing argument